Walking. It's something we all learned how to do as young children. It's something we can all do intuitively, unless there's some ailment that prevents us from doing so. Walking, it just comes natural. We don't even think about doing it. But how do we walk through crisis? How do we walk when we're confused? How do we walk through the valley of the shadow of death? It's a different kind of walking. And it's the kind of walking that many of us are faced with having to do in these days. But the Bible has a lot to say about this kind of walking. Psalm 1 verse 1 says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked." But what is this kind of walking? Well, I'm going to tell you, we are very, very blessed because we actually have an example of this kind of walking. If we want to know how to walk not in the counsel of the wicked, or how to walk in the way of the Lord, we need to look at how Jesus walked. We need to look at how Jesus carried himself and conducted himself in his earthly ministry. Jesus was, according to Hebrews chapter 1, verse 3, the exact imprint of God's nature. If we want to know who God is, we need to look at how Jesus was. We need to look at how Jesus walked. So what do we see when we look at Jesus? We see many things. We see many things about God's nature. We see love. We see compassion like he offered the woman at the well. We see healing like he offered the blind beggar at the gates. We see mercy like he offered the demoniac living among the tombs. We see so many other things. We see love primarily. Love expressed by way of his going to the cross on our behalf. Love expressed by way of his saying that how we love each other reveals his nature in us. So we have an opportunity to walk like Jesus if we look like Jesus. How do we look like Jesus? We spend our time looking at Jesus. Jesus showed us how to walk in this world. He showed us how to reveal God in this world. And see, we as a church are currently at a crossroads. We have an opportunity to walk in any one of several different ways. And honestly, a lot of those ways aren't good. In fact, how we conduct ourselves in this season is going to bear on how the church is able to function after this season is over. We have an opportunity to glorify Christ in anything that we do in this life right now that does not glorify Christ dishonors him. It dishonors his church. Jesus showed us so many things. He showed us how to love, and he showed us how to be. He showed us how to behave ourselves so that we reveal who God is. In fact, we are his image bearers in this life now. Just as Christ was and is the ultimate image bearer for God, the impression of God, as the book of Hebrews says, we are the impression of Christ in our world today. Let us not waste this opportunity on frivolous, trifling nonsense and wasteful, idle lives, but rather let's seize this opportunity to glorify Christ, to shine the light in the darkness. People are watching how we behave right now, and Jesus is worth it.